And allegedly we are live. Hello everybody, 50 people watching. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Somebody might want to let me know. I've only got about 10 seconds delay, I think it is, looking at this. Yeah, cool. So thanks very much for joining me for this live unboxing, folks. Just so that you know, I've got an information sheet that you can download. And I'll just quickly show you. That's just here. But it won't be a great quality on the screen. So if you look down the link down below, you'll be able to go and find that for yourself so you can follow along. So, quite excited about this. Been waiting some time, and it's the first live unboxing I've ever done. It's the second unboxing I've done from out here in the studio. You can probably hear the echo. And while I'm sat behind this camera here, I can't actually see your comments. So once I get up and I go over to the unboxing area, I'll be able to see some of your comments. Anyhow, this guitar was bought from AliExpress on the 2nd of February. And it was allegedly posted on the 3rd. But of course, the Chinese did their usual trick of delaying the actual postage, and it was shipped out on the 23rd of February 2017 and arrived in the UK on the 27th of Feb. I finally got it cleared through customs and picked it up on the 4th of March. So as you can imagine, these 6 days have been killer waiting to open this box. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm not going to go through all the specs because they are all up on that sheet for you. But what I do want to do is I just want to say a few shout outs and thank a few people, because those that spotted the flash frame on the Love Pup live test are the people that have got this to happen live. So Terry Tickler, hi Terry, James Mears, Rocker Chung, Kevin Cousins, and the all-important 5th one, because I was waiting for 5 to make the live one work, and that was Jesse Kerrigan-Morley. And then I had another couple as well, Alistair Russell and Gemma McPherson. So thank you to all of you who did spot that flash frame. And also, I did another one in the Rode NT1 blind test. And that flash frame, Randy Rowell was the first to spot it. And as a consequence of spotting that, or as a benefit, if you like, I have agreed to meet up with him for a live chat. So I'm going to do a few more of these as we go along, just to keep things interesting for you. So I know what this is all about, and what you don't want to hear is me sitting here rambling on. So just to let you know what we're going to do, we're going to go over in a minute and do the unboxing, and then I'll take your questions afterwards and you can have a closer look at it and let me know what you think. So I'm going to go straight over there and do the unboxing. Excellent, smooth, cool, excellent. Right, let's get on with it before we lose the stream again. That we got overloading encoding. Let's just do this, shall we? You're live, we're on it, let's go. Now I happen to know that the seam is here, so we're going to get on with it in a hurry. Because actually, in all the rehearsals, I had no problem whatsoever with encoding, but I'm guessing that that could just be something to do with the fact that we're now live for the first time. So let's get this box undone. Yep, looks like we've still got some stream going on here. Oh, actually, video output is low. Lance, you're here. Hey, how you doing, Lance Moss? Excellent. So there we go. Let's get rid of that. Yes, I did drop the knife, thank you. Yeah, fair enough. Okie dokie. Wow. Now we got a strap and some picks with this one. We've also got, oh, you want to see me drop the knife, fair enough, there it goes. We've got a lead and the all-important James Hetfield Snakebite. Let's get her out. Okay. Let's get rid of all this nonsense off it. Okay. So, first thing I notice is it hasn't got the bevels on the body. But the next thing I do notice, which I'm really rather pleased about, is they have listened to my request not to put the logos on the headstock. Let's get rid of some of this. Okay, strap, lead, and there she is, folks. Can you see this? Yes, you can. Awesome. This is actually quite a nice build. Oh, I spoke too soon. We've got a bit of an issue up at the top first fret, and the glue looks pretty pants around the 0 fret along the nut. Let's have a quick look on the back. Wow, that is something I was not expecting to see, which is a battery compartment, which makes me think, thanks Lance, yeah, glad you like the look. Got loads of comments there. You can hear me okay now. What was that bit about the bevel? Yeah, well, on the ones that I've been looking at, if you download the PDF sheet, which I'll quickly get, and if you look at the design on this, it does seem to have a bevel. Now, the specs on there's two versions, obviously. There's the ESP version, the really expensive version, and the LTD version. And they're supposed to be set in neck, which this is. Scale length is 24 3/4. There's no way of telling that because I haven't got a scale out here with me. Now, on the original, the body is mahogany, but I know for a fact that this one is basswood. But they say basswood and maple, and I have no idea why they would put that. The neck, apparently, which should also be mahogany, is called Brazil wood, and I can already feel there's a few little ripples along this neck. It's not perfectly finished, to be fair. It's not perfectly smooth. The other thing they say about the fingerboard is that it's a 305mm radius. Again, I'll need to verify that, but who knows? The finish is definitely Snow White. The nut width, 42mm. We'll check that later, but I can tell you one thing for sure, and that is this is a piece of chewing gum. That is definitely not a bone nut, that's plastic. For one thing, it's black, so it certainly won't be a bone nut. The neck contour is a thin U shape. Well, to me, that feels like more like a 60s Les Paul or an Explorer from around the same sort of time, or a bit later, maybe 70s, I would say. But it's about an inch thick, just over an inch, I would say, and I would call it, yeah, it's definitely a C-shaped radius. Let's have a look. What else? 22 extra jumbo frets. Well, there's certainly 22. I think that's the 12th fret there. 21 fret by the look of it. No, it actually is 22 frets, sorry. Hardware's black. The original's supposed to have shallow lockers, but you can see they are not locking tuners. And they're supposed to be Spurzl locking tuners and shallow strap locks, and they're not shallow either. So what would you expect anyway? And the EMGs, now this is quite a surprise because they are marked with EMG, but then a lot of these come marked with EMG or with Gibson or Epiphone, but they very rarely are, folks. And the thing that I am surprised about, though, is there is a battery compartment for a 9-volt battery, which leads me to believe that they may well be active pickups. Either that, or they've routed out a cavity, and basically there's no need for a battery because there'll be analog pickups, but we'll see. What else have we got? Volume, and toggle switch, and they all seem to be pretty much in the right place. I don't know what you guys think, but let me know. So, some of the things that aren't quite right on it, the neck feels a bit peculiar, and this first fret, the 0 fret at the nut isn't great. There. Let's have a look. No obvious blemishes in it. It's not particularly well looked after. There's quite a few scratches in the white paint mark already. When I say scratches, I mean general blemishing and blooming. Let me bring it up a little bit closer for you to have a closer look at some of this. Right, first of all, have a quick look at this nut, because I don't know if you can see in that light, but there's a lot of residual glue around. Okay, have a quick look at the fretwork. It doesn't look too bad actually. The inlay is lovely. Now, I'm not sure whether or not that's a trademark or whether we will get away with that. But certainly there's no ESP or LTD on the headstock, and on the reverse, no made in the USA or made in Korea, I think the ESP is. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But this definitely, on the ESP model, is beveled back here. There's a line across there that gives it a nice bevel that makes it comfortable to play. I have to say, I'm not usually a big fan of pointy guitars, but seeing as this is the one that you guys chose, here it is. Have a little look at that battery cavity a bit more. So hopefully you can see in there is a 9-volt battery connection. And we'll be opening this later to have a look at the controls and see what's in there, and the switch. The switch feels quite... Oh, okay, Arctic Panda, sorry, it's not beveled for the third time. Sorry, I'm not really reading that. So it just looks like it is, does it? Or is that on the... Now have a look at that, guys. That definitely, to me, looks like there is a bevel on the ESP. And this is what I mean, I haven't played one. I have obviously taken what you say in terms of what you want me to unbox and buy, and that's what this is. So there we have it. What's the question there? Somebody said, what's with the wood around the second fret? Yeah, absolutely. There's some around the fourth or fifth, no, actually sixth, tell a lie. So second fret, let me see if I can get it at the right angle for the light to hit this. There's some marks here, as you can see, and then you come up here to the 6th fret. No, the LTD is made in Korea. Thanks, Jordan. Yeah, absolutely. Same factory as Chapman. Is that World Instruments, I think? Grease Lightning. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a good point, Simon. The cavity in there means that I could easily convert it to a set of active pickups, even EMGs. Could you do a demo, Andre plays songs Metallica for comparison? I will be, but not in this video. I will be coming back to you really soon with a playthrough video, folks. It is restarted from the start. Well, the stream health looks good to me. I think, well, that looks awful. Hopefully you can buff it out. Yeah, no, I don't think we'll be able to buff that out. I think we could darken it down, but I wonder if I can show you I don't know if the light will pick it up. Oh, it might do. That ripple on the back of the neck is not great. Get Iron Gear Actives. Good call, Mark. Yeah, really like that idea. And why no tremolo bridge? Well, the tremolo never was on it. James Hetfield's original ESP has a Tune-o-matic bridge. Who's that? Anthony? Hello? Is that artificial wear on the fretboard 21st Century Showcase? No, I'm pretty sure that's not artificial wear. The fretboard is from the Relic parts bin. Sorry, it was that Quicksilver 78 from the other side. Well, that looks awful. Hopefully you can buff it out. I said that already. Okay, so let's take your questions. Guy, you're saying, am I planning any changes? Well, I haven't played it yet. I'll obviously need to plug it in, tune it up, and set it up. The guitar itself doesn't look too bad. There's a few little blemishes on it. I really like the white colour. Planning changes. What mods will you be doing? Well, again, if they're not active pickups, I might get a set of Iron Gear Actives to put in it. Finish on the back of the neck. Yeah, it's definitely poly. I'm not sure it's poly actually, but it's certainly a lacquered finish, a polished lacquer finish. You should just be able to dye the fretboard. Could do, yeah. Is the fretboard Brazilian rosewood? Is that CITES infringement? I have no idea where the rosewood comes from that they use in China, folks. I'm not even sure it is rosewood because they call a lot of things zebra wood, snake wood, and goodness knows what else. Are you going to wear it low like James? Well, you can bet your life I will. It lives about there, I would suggest, wouldn't you? Where did you get it from? I got it from AliExpress, Anthony, but I'm not prepared to release the seller until I've plugged it in and played it, and I will let you know, and it will go on the CGS website like all of them. Arctic Panda, I've got one, happy to advise on modifications. Thanks, Arctic Panda. I shall definitely come to you for some ideas then. Quicksilver 78, how can you read that far? 200? No, I've got a projector on the wall. I will take a picture of my studio set up here, but this studio is exactly what I've been wanting for so long, folks, because this is exactly what I wanted to be able to do for you, to make some decent videos where I can interact with you. Looks nice, thank you, Dan, with a double A. ESP model is definitely beveled. Yes, thank you. I'm pretty sure it was, Nathan, but thank you for confirming that. Paint a love heart on it. Thanks, Robert. No, I think we'll save that one for the love pup. What's the action like? Okay, well, the action to me, let's show you. That's the great thing about this. Have a look at the action. I won't touch it. Have a look at the action at the 12th fret. I would say that we're looking at about, I don't know, in imperial, I would say one and a half to 2 mil. Pretty much the way that all of these Chinese guitars are set up. Situation money, put the Milton logo on the headstock. Yes, I may well do that. That would be fun, wouldn't it? All in all, I think that looks decent. £100 in upgrades, maybe living the dream. Well, who knows, Mark? Maybe I might even offer it to some of you. We'll see how it goes with the playthrough. As I said, it depends how much I come to love it. Let's have a look. Also look, Sack Kicking Fat Man. Hey, yes, you regular viewer. Thanks. Hi, Sack Kicking Fat Man. You think the logo would look cool as well? Thank you for that. I might even just put it on there for you for a laugh. How much? Hetfield Signature Series. Now, that's something that I did put on the spec sheet. So I paid $270, which in the UK is £220 from AliExpress. And I went and did a shop today and had a look around, and the LTD version of this guitar is coming in at $1,700, which is about £1,400 pounds, and I found that at Thomann. And then the full-on, full-spec ESP in GAC in Brighton, the UK, is up for £3,466, which is $4,200. So, yeah, probably about 20 times more than I paid for this guitar. So I suppose the question is, 16 stone, who said that? How's the weight? Oh dear. Are Gibsons, etc., more reliable in quality nowadays, Tommy? The ones that I've been getting are not, no. And I haven't bought a Gibson, to be fair. The Love Pup was the latest one I had, and this. The quality is still changeable. From what I'm hearing on my forum, that there's a lot of people still having quite a few issues. Well, at least it doesn't have the issue with the ESP crud at the bottom of the fretboard. Okay. $599 in cash converters, black. Oh, really? Okay, buy it. Send it to me. Definitely more a copy of the LTD version. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, the 4K one does have a bevel. The ESP's metal-looking battery box. Yeah. How can you people pay so little VAT in the UK? It's not actually VAT. I'm trying to remember what they call the tax, but it's I'm not sure what it is. Import tax. Yeah. To get the real James Hetfield effect, you need your mic to fall. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, got a good deal, very much so. Yeah, going rounds, 3,000 US. Wow, James Hetfield must be really hard up for money. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be going for the blonde perm. Thanks, Flathead. But there we go. I've got ESP version. This looks pretty good from here. Well, actually, feels pretty good. It's not particularly heavy. I would say 5 or 6 kilos. I'm not sure what that is in pounds, guys, but I think it's 2.2 pounds to a kilo, so it's going to be around the 10 pound sort of mark. It feels about the same weight as a reasonably weighted Les Paul, to be honest. It's not not particularly heavy, it's not particularly light. Anyone that's played a Les Paul for 2 hours will know exactly what I mean about the bad back. What have we got here? I've got an ESP version. Played really badly even after a fret level at £1,100, my goodness. Recommend the Iron Gear Blues engine. Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of the Iron Gear pickups. I was a big fan of the Ent whistles, but once I put the Iron Gear Tesla Sharks in Mitzi, I've really not felt like turning back. They were so good. What we got here? Hetfield's ones are light due to his back problems now. Yeah, he's probably chambered, I would imagine, and he has got some issues, hasn't he? My radio tone ES335. Right, brilliant. Well, I look forward to maybe having a bit of a chat with you about that. Are there lots of factories in China where you get them, or one main one? No, the answer to that is there are an unknown number of factories. I've been told anywhere from 3 to 12. But what there is there are an awful lot of agents flogging guitars from various factories, and what they do is they go on, they set up a store, they put a few guitars up, they sell them to us, and then they go off looking for them. So that's the way it seems to work. What we got? Sweet combo. Hope it works out for you. Thank you very much, Jordan. Really appreciate that. So, spec sheet. Also EMG copies. Well, the spec sheet's in the description down below. Does it bounce? Let's find out. No, I'm only joking. How do the frets feel? Do you know, the one thing I do know about these Chinese guitars is very rarely are the frets that hard. They tend to be quite a soft metal. I'm pretty sure they're not a nickel. They may be, I'm not sure. But they don't feel too bad. They're certainly not extra jumbo. They're not XJ, I wouldn't say. They are jumbo frets. I would estimate the width of them to be about 2 mil, maybe a bit over 2 mil. I'm not sure what that will be in thou, but hopefully somebody can convert for me. You've got the Tesla Sharks in your Les Paul. Cool, excellent. Iron Gears are cracking. Yep, I totally agree. I actually, the Damasio Super D. I used to have, and I used to put in all my guitars, Damasio PAF Pros, and I used to absolutely love those. What we got here? Tesla Shark, not even that. What's next in the studio? Casting couch, yeah, lovely. Thank you very much. What's POV stand for? No idea. Point of view. Studio looks amazing. Thank you, Andrew. Really appreciate that. I'll take a few more questions, and then I think we ought to probably close the stream so that I can get down the pub. How does the hardware look on the guitar? Tuning keys. Actually, I haven't even tried turning the... Actually, they're not bad. Tell you what. Let's give it a quick tune-up. And I know everybody hates this when I do it by ear, but hey-ho. Oh, sugar. No, I'm not even going to attempt it. There is a load of loose junk around the high E, which is weird because they're definitely not lock-in tuners, but I've got a load of loose junk around the high E. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tune it up properly, and I'm going to give you a proper playthrough video. But certainly all of the tuning keys turn, they do work, and the bridge, actually the bridge and the tailpiece look pretty heavy duty actually. They're quite, it'd be interesting to take them off and see. Certainly the bridge is really solid, really quite nicely built. I have to be honest, I'm never going to tell you porkies, folks. That actually does seem quite nice. And actually, it's taken me all this time to notice there is a little in-cut bevel there. Let me show you that. That's quite sweet. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, you can, definitely. Okie dokie. No case. No, didn't get a case, Jordan. Let's have a look. Who else have we got? Quicksilver. Holy crap, the radio tone came with HV58s, no markings, so I'm not sure they were Ent Whistle. Sold them off eBay. Should have donated them to you. Well, that's bless you. we'll see what this sounds like. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not unimpressed. I'm very impressed that they, with just one little comment, because I had no communication with them either. I really didn't follow my own advice. This seller had no decent feedback. They hadn't sold any of these. And also their overall feedback for their store was only 66.7. So, yeah, I was really just not following my own advice there. So, yeah, I think I will give it a plug in and see what it looks like and see what it sounds like. Are you liking the shape better now you have it in your hands? Do you know, it's not bad. It looks quite all right on the video, I have to say. I'm not really a pointy guitar player, but I used to be a sort of a heavy rock player back in the late 80s and early 90s, and I still like to play rock. So I know that my bass player will love seeing me play this. So yeah, I'll definitely be showing him. And I've got a good friend actually who I meant to give a shout out to, and I'm not sure he'll be back, but Jack L. Strom from Sweden. He's got a gig tonight, and he's been chatting to me on Facebook, and I just wanted to say a hi to him. So hi, Jack. Hi, Jack. That's what we got here. Lovely guitar CGS. I hope it works out for you. Thank you very much, 21st Century Showcase. I still can believe a load of crowd I got from one of the China sellers. Hard shell cases can damage the guitar in shipping. Yeah, when I do get a case, I try to have it sent separately, because they never pack these things properly in the case, and it's really, really difficult for them to get it shipped properly. And pretty much to a fault, all of the ones that I was informed of on the what's the word, on the forum have been broken because they've been shipped in a case. Let's call you that spiffy FF shirt. Thank you very much. I'm not sure it's FF. What is it? It's super dry. Yeah. Are you planning to go to China and see some of these makers at any point? That's a really, really good point. Beer and guitars, I couldn't agree with you more, my friend. And it's good to see you. Yeah, I might go to China. Certainly if I get the MT, not MLP, that's the next one, Les Paul, the Love Pup. If I get the MT1 right, okay, I'm going to tell you what happened with the MT1, right? I checked it out. Everything was perfect on Prototype 3. I was going to do a separate video about this, and I'm just going to tell you now because it's quite fun to tell you on the live stream. But everything was perfect. The guitar plays beautifully, and I absolutely love it. And they followed my specs on the MT1 to the letter, except I asked for it to be 25-inch scale length, and they did it at the standard Fender 25.5-inch scale length. So I'm firmly of the opinion it came off the shelf, and they amended it to suit my spec. So I have gone back to them to explain that, and the cheeky things have said to me, in China, what we do, if we get it wrong, we offer you the next one, the replacement, at half price. And I said, in the UK, if you get it wrong, you give it to me for free. So we're having a little tete-a-tete at the moment about that. But I'll tell you more about that in the next video as well. I'll try and get a couple more questions, and then I'm going to go and have a beer with my buddy. Get the strap and check its balance. Well, I can do that without a strap because I can hold it by the two strap points, and I can tell you, obviously it leans forward a bit, and actually you can tell by my finger under there, it does feel just a touch headstock heavy, which is unusual because of this big old overhang at the end of the body. I'd expect it to go this way, but it's very, very slightly neck and headstock heavy. Love the live stream, put my headphones on, my wife is watching a boring TV show. Hey, good for you, Adam. I take it you're in London then. Cool. It's nice that you're watching. Thank you all so much for watching this, folks. I'm sorry we got off to a bit of a false start. Toman has a nice Explorer gig bag for €17. I might get one of them. Does your band have a website or Facebook page? It doesn't yet, but what I'm thinking about doing, folks, if you're really interested, this is Guy asked that question, I could do a live band rehearsal from in here, because this is going to be a silent studio, as you know, but once I get the electronic drum kit, which I'm looking at Roland at the minute, but ever since somebody told me about the Pearl Brain, I've been thinking twice about that. I might do it from here. What do you think about that? Would you be interested in that? Let's have a look. So the answer is that cases can break when done wrong, and we all do it wrong. Yeah, well, it's when they ship it over from China in the cases, they're not properly supported on the neck, and I'm sure that's where some of these cracks at the heel have happened. When will the MT1 be for sale? Well, when they get it right, and I'm happy with it. As I've always said, folks, I'm not going to put anything out in my name that I'm not really, au fait with. I want to make sure it's right. Have a beer for me? I certainly will. Plug the Lifia. No, I can't read that, sorry, it's a bit far away. Order me a pint of the dark stuff, I'll be there in 15. Lovely, come and join me, zombie. Off to the pub. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm feeling that. Does the Milton Guitar take custom submissions the way Bad Cat does? Milton Guitars will be creating a multitude. I've already let slip that I'm looking at doing a Les Paul shape. No, the ESP hasn't got a belly carve. Yes, the ESP and the LTD have front bevels and a belly carve. Well, this hasn't got either. Hey, Pete, you're all watching from New Zealand. Great to see you, my friend, and thanks so much for modding this conversation for me tonight. My good buddy Pete in New Zealand is watching. Really cool. Thank you. What's your favourite signature guitars? Well, I know what Pete's would be, and that would be Dave Gilmour's Black Strat, because he's, if you haven't been over to have a look, live rehearsal would be cool. Do go and have a look at Pete's channel. Live rehearsal would be cool. Thanks, Ed. Yeah, I may well do that. And I'm sorry I haven't caught up with you in Lance's Hangout for a while, and I'm sorry to Lance as well. It's been really manic over here. Have I managed to do this whole video without swearing? I think I have. So hopefully this can still go up live. Or this can go up on my channel. Yeah, for sure. Hearing guitar in a band context is really important. Yes, I agree. Curious to hear what Silent Studio would sound like on a live stream. Well, it's all going to be through headphones and we mix it, so it should be good. You're a true gentleman. Thanks for great unboxing. Thanks very much, Kin. I really appreciate that. Will the MT1 be available? Of course, definitely left-handed. Don't want to leave our left-handed friends out. CGS, last question. I have a few guitars. Oh, that's gone. Missed it. Sorry. You're in New Zealand as well, Paul. Hi from New Zealand. Brazil here. Hello, Brazil. Do you ever remember that VI? Yes, I do. That brilliant flying V that you submitted during the contest. Yes, thank you. I really like that, and we may use that. Is this the first signature one you bought? Yes, it is. Absolutely. Well, other than if you count Greenie Moore. More live streams like this, CGS. Thanks, JH. You are a good man. You're a regular of mine, and you're also very sweet, and your comments are always such a joy to read. Thank you, buddy. Pete again, Pete Nicholas. Folks, there he is. Go and click over, look at his channel. He's making another guitar, and he's such a great guy, really is, and I miss him like crazy. I can't wait to come over and see you in February, Pete. I know that's nearly a year off, but hey, we're going to book the tickets soon. Thank you, Michael Emilson. The studio, yeah, really pleased with it. Really works for me. Cheers, Ed. Good man. Great. For drums, just go Roland. Yeah, but... Oh, thank you, Lance. Really appreciate that. I will. I'll come and see you probably in the next couple of weeks. I'll get onto your Wednesday night show. It's been a long, long time. There's been quite a bit of fuss going on in the guitar community, and without putting too fine a point on it, I just don't do that kind of thing, whereas you guys are really sweet, and it's always a pleasure to come and have a chat with you, so I will. Drums go for Roland, yeah, but I've seen something about this new Pearl, and I can't remember the name of it, but the sound, the drum brain, is supposed to be really good. I think the pads are right. Cheers from the Netherlands. Hey, Roland Octopad is awesome. Yeah, it's going to be a bit bigger than that, Ed. It's going to be a full kit. I'm currently looking at the TD50, which is the flagship model, but we'll see. It's not cheap. Good ACGS. Hey, yeah, I think we definitely need to go for a pint. I think that's a really good call. I could stand here chatting for hours, and I've done 38 minutes, and I was only going to do 15. I'll tell you what, guys, if you really have enjoyed this as much as I have, I think we'll do a few more of these. Thank you. Good luck with the brand. Hope it gets big. Certainly got an interest from me. Really appreciate that. Thanks for your cool guitar. Cheers from Montreal. Thanks, Montreal. Really great to see you guys. I'm going to... I think I'm definitely going to do another one of these live videos, because other than the little hiccup at the start, it's been pretty good. We'll see if those two split apart. If they did, I'll try and download them, join them together so it looks slick as I intended it. Thank you, Peter. Really appreciate that. Whoa, boom, shaka, shaka, laka. Cool guitar. Cheers from Montreal. Hey, cool. Come back on live soon. I will. Yep, would love to see more. Thank you, Simon. Hey, guys, I'm really touched. This is really fantastic because I've got just fantastic subscribers. You guys are really great, and you're all so polite. And I know I'm really quite pernickety about keeping swearing off of my channel and keeping it clean. It's because I've got 3 little kids and I always want them to be proud of what I do. And so I don't swear on these videos because, God forbid, if anything ever happened to me, I wouldn't like them to find anything like that online. So I really appreciate you guys keeping this clean as well. That was my one worry about tonight, that it might attract some trolls, but it hasn't. It's attracted all my good friends, so I really appreciate that. Thank you all so much. Greetings from Ireland, Paul Smith. Jim Fraser, enjoyed the unboxing. I bought one guitar on AliExpress, arrived with a snap neck. Hey, in the case. Yeah, absolutely. You should brew your own beer and keep it in your studio. That sounds like a good plan. Yeah, Jim, message me. Let me see if I can help. I don't know how far out from the purchase you are, but we can apply some pressure on them to get some money back. Yep, I'm going to go for that beer. Thanks, everybody. Oh, crikey, so many people now. I think the reverse model would look cool. Look good when you flipped it over. Yeah, I do agree. Do you know, one of the things I'm thinking next, see what you guys think, but I love the Firebird and also the bass, the Thunderbird. I'm going to leave that with you, that thought with you. I'm just going to see if the transition goes back over there. I'm going to leave that, see if it will stand up. You stay there. Okay, so I'm going to go back over to the other camera and just sign off with you guys. Okay, so, wow, I'm really warm, and I can't believe how fast that went. I've been online for 40 minutes and only ever intended to be on for about 15. I'm sorry about the false start. Really, really enjoyed this, and I will do another live video, and it's been a real great privilege and pleasure to unbox this for you today. So I'm going to go out and get a few beers now, because it's been quite a stressful experience, not knowing if all this technology would work or not, and I'm glad that we finally got it working. Thanks, as always, for tuning in, folks. I have got the best subscribers on YouTube, and I'm really looking forward to your comments down below when this video goes live, and I'll be back to you as soon as I can with the sound test maybe from the studio, maybe the last one from the old studio. Let's see. Okay, take care, be well.